Hey everybody, welcome to Cards and Sharps. How y'all doing? Good, glad to hear it. Alright, we have a Spyderco here. A little different looking Spyderco, especially closed. When you open it up, you can see it's got some familiar Spyderco attributes, kind of a leaf style blade, and got a compression lock, and it's got the ever famous Spidey hoe for quick opening. As you can see, I got a Band-Aid ode. Yep, that means I've been handling and playing with knives after it's been a while with the COVID and everything. Hadn't been a lot of outdoors things going on, knife shows, fairs, and gun shows, and things like that. So, and being limited to just online knife dealings and everything, kind of slowed down, and so we getting back into it. Got a shipment of knives just in, so we're looking at the new stuff that we have not looked at before and sharing that with you guys. Excuse me. So you'll see us get our first look at these knives together. So this is the Watu. I had seen pictures and I had seen some videos on online of these knives, some reviews and things. It's a really cool looking knife. Watu, I believe, is a African name, and this is styled after some African styled knives, so where it gets that little unique look to it. And the blade will remind you, if you just look at the blade, you're thinking Delica. It's about the size of a Delica blade, maybe a tad thinner, but the handle has definitely got a different look and shape to it. Alright, let's go over some of these specs. Overall length is 7.35. Blade length is 3.26. So it's a little bit too long for those of you in 3-inch restricted areas. It's got a 2.88 cutting edge. So part of the blade is this forward finger kind of choil area with some jimping for getting in and doing some detail work. Blade style, kind of think of it as a leaf, but that's actually, they call it a clip point. It's got a flat grind, satin finish, and the handle length is 4.17. So it kind of appears to be a smaller knife. It's but really 4.7. That's perfect for my hand size. This knife just fits my hand perfectly. Now the scales on this is a thin layer of carbon fiber laid over some G10. So it gives you that carbon fiber look and feel, but it's able to save a little money by kind of laminating it, layering it in there. Parts of it looks to be all carbon steel, and then here at the front and the back you get a little bit of maybe a layered look. Real not obvious though, so I'm going by what I've been told, and some places it looks like you can actually see it, but the finish on it and the chamfering on the edge is just it's so nice that it has a real luxurious feel and a high-end quality feel to this knife. This thing weighs in at 3 ounces. That is right in that perfect zone for knives weight-wise. It's got the popular Spyderco wire clip, deep carry, and it's reversible left or right. And with it being the spider hoe, you can pretty much operate this knife left or right. Now the compression lock is probably easier, more for a right-handed person, but easily to done for a left-handed person as well. And one thing about this is it is blade steel is a premium blade steel. It is CPM 20 CV. Now the knife is made in Taiwan, which Spyderco knives that are made Taiwan made are really good quality. But the blade steel is an American produced steel. It's a crucible steel, and it's the 20 CV. You don't see that as much as you do some of the others, 30 and 35, but it's a real good steel, holds an edge really well, but on that token it's also pretty hard to put an edge on it and takes some work to sharpen. Good news is it will hold that edge for a long time and you won't have to sharpen it as often. Just like I said, fits in the hand perfectly. That wire clip just is so good at not really feeling that in your hand. You know, it does not, when you grab that, you don't have a clip digging into you at all with the rounded edges like that. And you just, you know, the nice texturing of the scales, you just really feel like you have a good firm hold of it. Don't have any jumping on the back, but you do have that ramp that you can lock your thumb in on. And then you got this little area here, and you can really choke up on that for some good detail working with that thin tip. You can really get in there and do some fine work with it. It's got these holes drilled in it, which helps with the weight reduction, and also looks pretty stylish as well. I pulled this out of the box like just a couple of minutes before I started videoing this, so have not gotten to fidget or play with this. I wanted you guys to kind of experience my first look with it. And if I didn't have the band-aid on my thumb, I'd give a little more effort at trying to flip it open. It feels like, probably with most knives I get from Spyderco, they do feel like they need a little bit of break-in. With the compression lock, you can flip it, like most compression locks, you can flip it with that, and then you can bring it closed one-handed, easy one-hand operation. Even if you don't flip it, you can easily roll it out like that, and then you can close it one hand with the compression lock with no problem. So those of you that are fans of compression locks will like this. I am myself a fan of the compression locks. Good strong lockup and ease of use, especially when you're doing something and you need to reach in, get your knife, open and close it while you're holding something else with the other hand. As far as looks, I thought it was just a really slick looking design in what I had seen of it on video and pictures, and in person it's still, I like it even more. This is something I'm going to put one of these, if not this one of these will go into my personal knife collection, and this will get some pocket time because it kind of checks off all the spots that all the marks that I have in what I like to carry. It's 3 ounces. It's got a 3-inch, at least a 3-inch blade. Easy one-handed use, and there's no sharp edges anywhere. It's just really nicely finished. Them scales, you know, carbon fiber is a sign of quality, and you know, when that's being used, you want to see everything else to kind of match up to that same standard. And this thing, I can't find any flaws or faults with it at all as far as workmanship and quality. Knife, there's no play at all in that blade. And if you'll look here, there's a perfectly centered blade. So that is going to be a knife that would be a good one to carry. Find yourself in a self-defense situation, it's going to be adequate for that. Very stabby. If you're just out and you need a knife, you need to open a box, cut some rope. Pretty much anything. I mean, it doesn't feel delicate. It feels like a usable knife, and I think it'll handle most everyday type chores. Not overly intimidating, because the elegant look to it kind of plays down any tactical type styling or anything like that. So it's really wouldn't really go as far as say a gentleman's knife, but close to it. It's got kind of that look to it. I think it's gonna look good out in the field, pulling that knife out, or in the office. You know, needing to pick something out with the tip, or cut some tape or something like that. I think it's going to be at home there as well. It's just a good all-around knife. I don't know if you can tell. I kind of like this knife. Really do. All right, that is my thoughts and look at the Spyderco Watu. I'd like to hear what you guys think about it. If any of you had a chance to look or feel of these yet, if you have, what do you think of it? And is this like something that you would carry? And how do you like it compared to some of the other Spyderco offerings? And love to hear what you guys think. All right, that's Spyderco Watu. See you guys next time.